My stepdad secretly drained my college fund, so I made him pay me back in public. My mom remarried when I was 12. Her new husband, Mark, was charming at first, until you lived with him. Controlling, manipulative, and cheap. He constantly talked about how kids today are spoiled and how he built his life from nothing. Thankfully, my grandparents, on my dad's side, had set up a college fund for me after my dad passed. It was held in a custodial account, and my mom was listed as the manager until I turned 18. The fund had around $60,000 in it, just enough to cover most of my tuition at a state university. I was grateful. I'd worked hard in school and got accepted. The summer before I left for college, I went with my mom to check the fund balance. It was empty. Gone. $60,000 gone. I panicked. I thought there must have been a mistake. But then I saw it, multiple large withdrawals over the past 3 years. Home improvements. Family emergency. A used truck purchase. I confronted my mom. She cried and said Mark convinced her it was for the family and that we'd figure it out later. Later never came. I had to defer college and work full-time just to save enough for community college. My grandparents were heartbroken when they found out, and they offered help, but I refused. That money was stolen, and I was going to make sure it got replaced. Fast forward 2 years. Mark and my mom were throwing a big barbecue for Mark's 50th birthday. Dozens of people were there, neighbors, co-workers, church folks, even his boss. I stood up with a gift-wrapped envelope. Mark smiled like a king expecting a Rolex. Instead, he opened it and found a printout of the account withdrawals, with a handwritten note on top that said, "Here's a list of everything you stole from me. I'll be taking legal action if it's not repaid in full within 90 days. Happy birthday." Dead silence. His face turned red, then pale. He tried to laugh it off, but people were already reading the papers and whispering. His boss left early. A few days later, I got a call from a lawyer. Mark wanted to settle privately. He repaid every cent, likely to avoid public court records. I used that money to finally go to college. Graduated 2 years late, but without debt. And Mark? He's now known in the neighborhood as the guy who stole from his stepson's future and got publicly outed at his own party. Some men build decks. Others build regrets. Subscribe for more.